And start at the beginning, Wiggles. Come on. You're listening to the New Eden update for Monday, February 1st, 2016. I'm Wiggles, and here's a roundup of a few stories from around New Eden. Starting today at thematani.com with a post about a 45 billion ISK Aeon being sacrificed for suicide awareness. Quote, on January 29th, Reddit user Forwan announced to the EVE Online community that his friend Mithradis will be sacrificing an Officer Fit module Aeon in the stain system of NRT4-U. His goal in sacrificing the 45 billion ISK ship was to raise awareness for veteran suicides. As the event was announced quite late, only 174 pilots were able to actually reach the Aeon and get on the kill. The largest turnout was from Northern Coalition. There were many infamous alliances in corporations on the kill, including Hacks, Laserhawks, Whole Control, Pandemic Legion, Infamous, Tissue and Razor. Amphitheater also on Reddit stated, thank you Mithradis for raising awareness. Spectrefleet, NC. Hacks, Slice and others put the word out as much as possible, and there are definitely far too many suicides coming from our heroes. Thank you for the Aeon kill mail and the campaign. Just a quick note, we did notice this and talk about it on EVE Radio as well at the time. Next we go to Crossing Zebras for a post about worthless modules that fit in that people, they still fit. Quote, while it may be true that there is often no best fit in EVE, as you often would want to use different modules to suit different purposes. There are some modules that have absolutely no use whatsoever, however. Nah. Because they are simply better alternatives in every aspect. These are three modules that are completely obsolete and have much better alternatives that I still see fit on ships that even have ended up on alliance-wide doctrines. There are many bad or inefficient modules in EVE, but these ones are some of the most pronounced and they're the ones that I see the most often. The first one is named or meta-energized adaptive membranes. I see these fairly frequently, and they are completely useless because they provide less armor resistance than Meta 4 or T2 adaptive plating. The second is Omni or Multispectral ECCM. Omni ECCM, unlike the specific ECCM, types give a bonus to all sensor types. However, the sensor type of the ship is static and does not change. There is a small niche in the case when using low-grade ECCM implants, the Spurs and those of the like. They can change a ship's sensor type, but this is still static in the sense that it does not change a fight. The last is 100mm plates. They're just too inefficient to be worth a slot. The T2 version is outtraded by the two cold cycles of an ancillary armor repairer for double CPU cost and more grid, and the additional mass penalty of the plate itself. Lastly, we go to EVE News 24 for a post about the extra large Citadel mass test on duality. Quote, Citadels will be coming to EVE soon in the spring. Alliances everywhere will have started stocking the minerals and capitals to be able to reap the benefits of them when they come out. On the 26th of January, CCP conducted a mass test to see how the Citadels would perform. The massive behemoths measuring hundreds of kilometers long and wide, they dwarf even the largest Titan-class ships currently available to players. There will be 4 Citadels, small, medium, large and extra large. Editor's note here, there are actually only going to be 3 classes of Citadels, with the small size being the deployables we currently have, like the mobile tractor units and mobile depots. Carries on. As CCP works out the kinks and fine-tunes the balance mechanics of Citadels, their introduction into EVE's rich lore has already begun at the current Upwell Citadel construction event being run by CCP. But in an unexpected turn of events, the Omega Society Syndicate destroyed one of the Upwell Consortium build platforms, leading to these harsh consequences. Quote, in the first place, all of the current and future members of the OSS are barred from participating in Upwell Consortium research and prototyping efforts with immediate effect. If any members of these organisations have already contracted components to me, they may take this statement as notice of such materials are forfeit. Just so as an editor's note, that was from an in-game RP post, which is very nice from CCP to be putting that out there. Elsewhere in EVE-related content, new blog posts are out today from Rick Javix, Kirith Kadachi and Noisy Gamer. New podcast out from Biomast, Capstable FR, This Week in New Eden, The Open Comms Show, and more CSM interviews from CSM Watch. Plex prices in the Forge region are registering an average traded price of 1,229,000,000 ISK so far today, which is up from yesterday's closing average of 1,214,000,000. The top buy order in Jita right now is 1,186,000,000 and sell orders are starting at an equal 1.2 billion, so it does look like the Plex is maybe dropping a bit, but with the skilled trading release only a week away, who knows? As it is the start of this new month, a big thank you to our people who are patrons of the show and chosen to support us. And they've decided they get a little bit of value from this show and chosen to give some back. As always, you can go to patreon.com/wiggles to find out about how you can support the show. And if you can't support via Patreon, we understand that. And remind you, you can always support by telling your friends, court mates, alliance mates, and even the goldfish about this show. This has been the New Eden Update for Monday, February 1st, 2016. You can leave comments in the show blog at newedenupdate.com, or you can tweet us at New Eden Update. I also encourage you to check out all the latest headlines, podcasts, blog posts, and other information you can find on TotalEve.com. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm Wiggles, and thank you for listening.